Here's the script for today. Very, very small because it's my first one. Not very big on scripts. Never had to use them, but I am now. Alright. Keep hearing the crackling of the paper. So basically, for Doctor Who with Jodie Whittaker, so that'd be series 11, 12, coming up on 13. There are definitely a lot of positives and a lot of negatives of the series so far. The real negatives, I feel like, so far is the Timeless Child arc that got put in, as well as the Master arc. Now, basically, what I wanted to do was retcon most of the series in hopes of returning to some sense of like regularity, of normality. That's what it was. And yeah, like I was saying before, there are a lot of good stories. Most of them were pretty bad, and they feel more like ideas that should have been taken into account like many years ago. Like nothing like right now. So anyways, script time. So what I believe would make it a lot easier to understand is the Doctor was high the whole time. Yes, the Doctor being high, not on weed, not on like crack, nothing like heroin or anything like that. No, she was high on regeneration energy. Bam. So basically, what I would say is the Doctor was asleep the whole time during series 11 and 12. And also moving into 13 since it's coming up so soon. And then I said Chris Chibnal's arc, namely the Timeless Child and the Master arcs, have convoluted the past stories and lore of Doctor Who. The Timeless Child, in essence, has the Doctor being an immortal being from another dimension who was experimented on and used to give regenerative powers to the pre-Time Lords. This gives too much history on the Doctor when they are supposed to be this mysterious alien from outer space in a time machine. A similar complaint for me is with the Master's arc. Yes, the Master has survived being executed by the 8th Doctor, played by Eric Roberts, in the 1996 Doctor Who movie by Universal, and choosing not to generate with John Sim being held by David Tennant's Doctor in the Series 3 finale, Last of the Time Lords. But it doesn't feel right to have Sacha Dhawan, new Master, pop up right after Missy supposedly died in The Doctor Falls. And yes, if he was a prior incarnation, maybe things would be different. But for the moment, it seems like, but for the moment, there's not much evidence to show that he is. That's what I was trying to say. And then going back to my main point, the Doctor was high on regeneration energy. These 2 whole seasons, but now likely the 13th season as well, could just be what goes on inside the Doctor's head while the Time Lords are cooking, as Matt Smith's Doctor said in his first episode. And something that was also seen in David Tennant's first episode, with him passed out most of the time, letting out regeneration energy through his mouth every so often and all that. Now, the entire regeneration doesn't have to be retconned. That's the thing. Some of it can be kept like Kerblam or The Night of Tesla, as these stories can be imaginations based on previous travels rather than actual events. With Yaz, Ryan, and Graham. Yes, this would soften the Grace O'Brien storyline for sure, but this can be used to remind the Doctor of those that she loses and help her grow internally without ever actually doing it. Like she would just remember, be like, oh, I imagined this, and wow, it was great. It was I'm a totally different person now, where I could like when it talks about Graham's cancer, and she basically just goes like, oh yeah, I don't know what to say. You have cancer. I'm socially awkward. You could just be like, okay, I'm not gonna be socially awkward anymore. I'm gonna try and be better about it, and not be like the one Doctor from the comic relief, where he got really nervous around girls, but basically not be him anymore and be like the Hugh Grant Doctor, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm the Doctor, all right. But anyways, And then I could say that the new arc can begin with Jodie Whittaker in a hospital waking up to doctors and possible scientists surrounding her back in her old Peter Capaldi clothes. And then basically the quick little script I wrote said, the doctor awakens groggily. Where's the gang? Where are they? I said, like, Miss, you've been out for a day. Relax, relax, please. It's like, no, I need to get back to my ship. I need. And then a burst of regeneration energy blows the sides of the side tables and nurses away. And then kind of like the David Tennant with the hand, she's like, oh, good, I'm still me, and I'm so sorry. Like, apologizing to everyone as she rushes out of the hospital. Basically, she tries to figure out who she is. Like, she knows she's the doctor, but did she imagine everything? Is this like this is her right out of the train, or is this like a imagination as well, like a machination of her own mind? But to make the timeless children and master art go away, you basically just say, oh yeah, that was all fake. Yeah, I'm still gonna save people, but hey, those floating rags in the ghost monument were pretty funny. Am I right? Yeah, and maybe just run it off as a nightmare, because the way that I would want this to go is have it be in the style of like a horror movie, or something like what was it, like Blink? It's like something in that format, but it's just the doctor trying to figure out who they are, what they are, whatever. And then also, oh, there was another good one. Listen was a good one, with Peter Capaldi when they were trying to figure out what was hiding from us. Like if something's really good at hiding, do you even know it's there, or something like that? But like that kind of style, just like dark, gloomy, and yeah. And then this would also give an opportunity for the doctor to change her personality, change her outfit. And that ends the end of this filler material. Yes, I have been gone a while, and the content you are seeing is nothing like you remember it, but I hope to get back on track with something, just anything. I've definitely been in a creative rut at the moment, and I'm hoping to get past that. So yeah. And also, like the video before this, I am just going to put the script at the end to show you where I'm at right now, and hopefully you don't have to hear all these ums anymore, and oohs and ah, ooh, ah. So yeah.